Why do we strive towards universal energy access? Well, there's a human rights argument that could be made, but overlaid on that, there's a political argument. When you think about it, people need energy access to have proper health care, to have proper education, to power their businesses, and to have comfortable living situations at home, so lighting and heating and cooling. So those are the basic things that all development agencies will point to. That's almost a truism now. But I think one of the most interesting developments is that what people really want, whether for their business or for their social life, is access to connectivity. So for example, in Uganda, we were in a store asking about what their best-selling solar lamp was. And to our surprise, it wasn't the cheapest one, which was the basic entry-level model. It was the one that could also charge cell phones. So people were willing to pay more, even if they had to slaughter a goat to raise the funds. They really want to be connected. And that connectivity is really important for businesses to be able to be connected to other markets. And it's really important for people to be able to get news and entertainment. So that's been another driver that I think is really important for inclusiveness, and to have all citizens be part of the same modern experience. Electricity is not a cheap thing to produce in many places, especially in countries where the population is mostly rural and dispersed in remote locations. And it's in those locations that we're looking at distributed energy, particularly renewable energy, now that the price has come down. In our study of impacts of small-scale energy access initiatives in northern India and Nepal, we found that the market is actually very conducive to people buying their own systems now. It's actually cheap enough that even people in these rural areas can afford solar home systems, and they're taking it up even without, I mean, there may be a subsidy for it, but you can see this price reduction having an impact on uptake. So what we find is that a lot of the clean energy entrepreneurs have found a way to quickly scale their services according to customers' demand. We did a study that looked at the reasons that governments gave for their renewable energy programs, and actually the top reason was diversification of their energy portfolios. So because there's price fluctuations, it's a better idea to have a variety of resources in the energy mix. There are a lot of corporate companies that are actually opting to produce their own energy on site. Sometimes that's because they have to, because there is no reliable power from the grid. But even in developed countries, we find that big corporations are looking to have renewable energy portfolios to hedge against price volatility and reliability.